Have you ever felt so uncomfortably seen in certain people's presence that you feel their gaze pierce through your very being and you can no longer be your honest true self? And this is the reason that you get nervous and anxious whenever you have to be around them, whenever you have to communicate your truth to them. And before you realize it, you start saying and being a certain way that you don't agree with, just in order to win their approval and validation. The problem begins when their approval and validation is absolutely crucial for your life to become more efficient. These people are present in all of our lives. These can be people who are elder to us, especially in our sort of patriarchal society. These people can be our elders. They can be people higher in stature and authority. So, we absolutely need their approval, or we need them in our life in a position wherein they agree with us in some manner. The problem begins when they start to control our inner narratives, and both of us are doing it. Neither we are allowing it very consciously, neither are they doing it very consciously, but it just so happens that they are begin to try to mold our personality in a certain way which we cannot absolutely relate to. I call it the all controlling gaze because it's not that just when you're with these people that you feel this nervousness and this diplomacy and this hypocrisy within you, wherein you're doing and saying things that you don't agree with. But when you allow this without healthy boundaries for too long, this gaze follows you back home into your safe spaces as well, wherein it starts taking over your inner narrative. The inner movie that you see of yourself becomes the one which is filled of lacks, which is filled of all the things that you're not doing for other people. So you can successfully claim your energy back, claim your ambition back, and your narrative back only when you have these few things intact before you try to improve your relationship with them. Is that you know where you are, you know what your issues and problems are, you know what your goals are, and you know the things that you have to achieve and do in order to reach your goals. Once you have that clear and you're building skills and you're accumulating all of this energy within you through practices, through discipline, to reach your ideal life, only then do you have something to protect, right? Only then do you have something to put a boundary out for. So once you have that clear, and you can very clearly see how the other person's gaze is putting an obstacle between you achieving your best self. So once you have these things clear, whenever you are with these people and you start feeling like you are lacking far behind on their expectations, you start to see yourself in all the ways that you are achieving your own expectations, all the ways that you are working for yourself, and how you're building up that discipline to reach your goals. So what I do is that earlier, when things were not very good for me and I used to be in these anxious loops of visualizing myself being heartbroken by them because I'm not doing as much as I'm supposed to be for them, and I would just be indulging in a lot of substitutionary behavior also, which is because since I'm not being able to be an ideal self for them, I will do these set of things which are highly energy intensive, and I'm not even gaining any fulfillment out of them, but I'm still doing it because I'm not up to their ideal expectation anyway. So this is the way I would, after gaining my energy and after gaining a purpose in my life, how I started doing is that I see myself in my own ideal gaze, doing the things that I'm supposed to do, gaining the energy that I'm supposed to be gaining, functioning in a higher frequency, in a higher equilibrium with my ideal self, and I just see myself in that gaze even when I'm with them, and I feel like their gaze has started triggering me and it started interfering and contaminating my identity. I quickly put on the movie wherein I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to do to make myself better in all the ways that I need. Although I visualize myself building the strength, physical, mental. I visualize myself cooking for myself. I visualize myself listening to my favorite music and seeing that how well am I doing for myself. And that sort of way makes the all controlling gaze push out, and just my own movie and narrative play in the center stage, and that's what I do. So I feel like if this insight really needs to go out there, because a lot of us are fighting we're fighting a lot of barriers right now. We are really doing away with the old ways of things, and in ways that is not rude, that is not insensitive. We are trying to come into a conciliatory terms with the old ways as well. So if you try it out and you find that this is useful for you, please let me know. Thank you so much.